You mentioned Luna's Fund's been around since 2018. So during that time, how many families have you helped?
During that time, we decided that the best time to start offering our services would be on the 1st of January 2020, where we helped our first family. So between 2020 and today, we have helped 47 families, which is
That's incredible.
amazing.
Yeah, and also terribly sad.
Yeah, it's bittersweet because when we lost in 2017, there was nothing like this. So we had to find our own way through the dark. So to be able to help 47 families through communication, relaxing getaways, food shopping deliveries, nursery decoration is incredible. And it's an amazing feeling to know that my daughter's life was purposeful.
Yeah.
You know, there was a reason why she came here to inspire us and to deliver what we do. And I'm hugely proud, and I'm very proud of what we've created in the area. And also I've noticed over the last few years how much more conversation there is about baby loss, and how somebody always knows someone, whether that's someone they used to work with, they used to go to school with. There's always a connecting factor between someone who's had a loss and someone who knows of someone who's had a loss.
Yeah, absolutely.
And that's where we really want to tap into our support network and our awareness in the area, so that people, if it may not happen to you, it may happen to someone you know, so then they can direct them to us.
Yeah, and it just goes to show what a demand there is for the services that you're providing, because that's an enormous amount of people in a relatively short space of time.
So for the families that I would then refer to you on the basis of a claim, what would the cost be, if any?
Yeah, sure. So initially, I will just sit and happily review cases in their early stages before they're formally accepted, just to consider whether there is a likely claim or not. If I'm confident that I think that it's worth investigating, the majority of these cases are run on a no-win, no-fee basis. That's a conditional fee agreement, is the formal contractual term, and an insurance policy. So effectively what it means is it doesn't cost the families anything. They get my time for free initially, and then, or whoever the solicitor is, and then from there they will get their compensation, and the legal fees are recovered from the other side. If the case is unsuccessful, the insurance policy kicks in. It pays for any costs out of the firm, and any my time in trying to succeed in the claim if we don't then go on to win are written off by the firm. And I mentioned earlier when we were talking how in the baby loss community it's a really hard position to be in, because if you get a report in from an expert, let's say an obstetrician, and something's gone wrong with the delivery of the baby, and sadly they've died or been catastrophically injured, it's really hard to present that report and go, your baby's death was preventable. And I find a lot of the process in litigation is for families to get answers as to what went wrong. You mentioned earlier also about families then going on to have other children. You know, what if it's genetic? What if something goes wrong again? You know, empowering families to feel confident in knowing what the cause of death was, whether it was preventable, but equally it provides answers. So even if it's a non-preventable injury and the baby would have died regardless of that treatment, at least they know the answers to that, and they fully explored exactly what happened, and to help them with that grief process.
Yeah, because I find that the families who I speak to struggle the most by not having answers and not having the closure they need to be able to move forward in their journey or thinking about the children or their future, because it's always the what if, and that being explored by yourself just to give them some form of closure, I think.
Yeah, no, I agree. And I think the comfort as well, I mean, it's very hard going through litigation when you've lost a baby. Litigation is hard anyway, let alone when you're questioning if you've had negligent treatment. You know, it's a really hard process. It can take 2 or 3 years, as I mentioned earlier. And what I'm keen to do is to make sure that they've got that entire support. And so I'm able to signpost them back to you. If they come to me through a different source, I know what charitable resources there are out there to provide them with that fully rounded support and to guide them during a really difficult time, because the litigation is that constant reminder of the worst, probably the worst experience of their lives.